Well, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and this is the best of the live shows. So, everyone, I would like to introduce to you Jessa, who is a YouTuber, and now you, Jessa, tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, I'm Jessa. I own the YouTube channel, the Jessa channel. And I do Let's Plays, but I do them with a role-play focus, story focus. I have a character named Mala in Skyrim that I'm playing, and I'm also playing The Sims 2. I'm also a big proponent of mods, so I have modded the hell out of both my games. So
cool, so you're a nerd too.
I am a nerd. There's a Reddit called Black Girl Gamers that just started, and I hopped on that like white on rice, so to speak.
Yeah.
And yeah, girl gaming all the way, and nerd gaming all the way. So yeah, represent.
Yeah. So I'm going to play some videos in the background here that everybody on the channel will be able to see. And so now you have done a lot in Skyrim.
Yes.
And now here is what caught my attention. And what caught my attention first was not that you're a woman on the internet, which is very rare. You know, if you were in World of Warcraft, would you be a purple item? Did you ever play World of Warcraft?
I just said I'm a nerd, and I'm about to say something else. That's going to get me in a whole bunch of trouble in the chat room, but I've never played World of Warcraft.
Well, that's okay.
I call it World of War crack.
Oh, yes.
And that's, I've never played it.
Yes.
Because I like having a life. I want to keep my life.
So what interests me about your channel was that it was, when I started watching it, which by the way, there's a link in the description, so you'll all be able to, after the segment, to go and check out her channel.
I'm going to ask my husband, who's right over here, to type it in.
Oh, yeah, on chat? That would be fine. That would be fine.
Yeah, you can put it on the chat. And I'm just going to quickly lean over. I know you guys can see me leaning over and show him how. Because I'm the geek in the family. When the computer breaks, one time I fixed his computer, and when I fixed it, which just involved vacuuming it out to get it to restart, it was a very old computer, he actually got on his knees and held me around and said thank you. So, yeah.
So, what intrigued me about your stuff is the role-playing. And it is that how you were telling a story within the game story as it already was. And so...
yeah, role-playing. So first of all, in the chat room, how many of you guys are role-players? If you're a role-player, from the standpoint that you do live-action role-playing, or you do tabletop gaming, or you role-play in Skyrim, who's coming up here with this in the chat room? So, they're making very suggestive comments in the chat.
Oh yes, well, our mods can help with that if they get too rude.
They're not being rude. I think somebody
they're being funny.
I think somebody just propositioned me.
Oh yes, well, you know,
anyway, role playing. So I basically role-play where Skyrim is a game where you can be in first person or third person, one of the unique things about that game. When I am in first person, I am actually playing as my character Mala. So I talk as her, I act as her, she, I do what, I basically do what she's telling me in my mind that she wants to do. When I am in third person, I am me. And this is the unique thing about this role play, is that I can both be the character and be myself. And how I work it out is that I am Mala's guardian angel. So a lot of role play is great. I mean, there's some great role players. I want to give a shout out to a couple. One is Zemalf, Z-E-M-A-L-F, Zemalf, and another one is My husband is distracting me. Another one is Voices from the Dark. And these are two really good role players on YouTube. But I am doing it slightly differently in that they're both the character the whole time that they're recording. They're the character. But when I wanted to also be able to interact with my audience, and I wanted the audience to be able to interact with both me and Mala. Mm-hmm. So they will leave messages on my comments for Mala. They will say things like, tell Mala that I wanted to give her a Christmas present, or you know, hey Mala, how long are you is it gonna be before you earn some money to get that caravan you're looking for? And they'll also talk to me as well. So I've never seen anyone else doing that on YouTube. As far as I know, I'm the only one role playing in that way. Mm-hmm. So and it also, I highly recommend it. If you guys who are role players in Skyrim haven't tried it out, I highly recommend it because it has made the game much more entertaining. And the most I think the most amazing thing that has come out of it is how Mala and I have a relationship. Like, she will call me annoying when I'm talking in her ear. I have helped her when she is stuck in the game. I have helped her by being able to use a guardian angel talent, and I have helped her overcome her obstacles by being able to the guardian angel talent was actually an idea from my audience that I could separate from Mala using a console code in Skyrim and look around the area to see where her enemies are, and then come back to her and then tell her where her enemies are and where she needs to go or hide or whatnot. Mala also has a unique accent as well too.
Oh, so you speak differently.
I speak differently.
So can I ask Mala a question?
Yes. Hold on. Let me see. I've never done it in this way where Mala is. I've just over the show too. Mala. Yes, I am here. What do you wish to ask me?
So Mala, are you a mage or a caster in the game?
Well, my guardian angel, when I first started, wanted me to be a thief. Can you believe that? I mean,
oh my!
I don't know, because she is crazy. Maybe, perhaps. And she wanted me to steal things and join this thing called the Thieves Guild in some place called Riften. You know, I don't know. Anyway, but I found that I enjoy magic because I can take my hands like so, and the fire, I think of the fire, and the fire appears. Now, I am in the Guardian Angel's world, which means that I am very limited here, so I cannot do it. But that just proves that Skyrim is better than your world. So there.
Thank you. So now let me, Jessa. Have you had any theater background or anything like that?
I have a theater major, but I don't think, I didn't want to, if you asked me this question, I wondered what I was going to answer, because I don't want people to think, oh, well, that's how she can do it. She can Let's Play because she has a theater background. She used to do radio. So that means that I couldn't possibly do it. And I didn't want everybody to throw up their hands and go, oh, well, in that case. Mm-hmm. But if you have an imagination and you're willing to sit in your room and talk out loud to yourself in both your voice, and occasionally have a woman come into your head and say, I don't know what you're talking about. That is completely ridiculous. And I did not plan Mala's voice before I started recording. I worked on my channel for 6 weeks before I started. But the one thing I didn't do, and I wanted it to be completely natural, is that I just let Mala come out. As I was recording, and in fact, I had an idea. My husband, who I'm going to blame for this, had an idea that I should do a, I'm actually going to say this on your talk, that I should do a booby cam, like instead of a face cam.
Oh, goodness.
That I should point the camera at my boobs, so that every time I laughed at something that happened in Skyrim, you just get like this, and that would be it. It would just be like a small square of my boobs. And that I should call LaShaniqua Marie. And, and that... And that she would be like this woman who got transported into Skyrim, and to give him credit, from the Bronx, and and she would be like, "What the hell is this place? I can't believe this shit. What is this? You better have my face telling you, because I will go up on your ass, giant or no."
Oh my, that character is intimidating. I think your mic cuts out when you get really loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just cutting out anytime it wants to.
I have asked my husband to help me get a microphone ASAP. This one I have is not the best, but I needed to start with something. And I've never done a live call before, so you got to bear with us. It's been a crazy show so far.
Yeah. So, well, I'm enjoying it so far. You're very entertaining.
Thank you.
Which is what attracted me to your channel. And so, you know, booty cam or no. The
booby cam or booty cam?
Well, either one.
I'm just not gonna. I have limits. Smallest limits possible.
Okay, so
I want the chat room. Who votes for the booby cam?
Oh my goodness, this show is going downhill. Don't even vote, guys.
You thought you were gonna give me trouble. You were like, I don't know about them.
Yeah,
but
I'm the one who's in trouble here. Yeah. No, we're not going to indulge the guys. So, anyway, okay. So with so like Mala, her accent, where does that come from? What region is she from?
I don't. She's an epic elf. And when I say that, people think I mean she's a really cool elf, which she thinks she is. But she's epic elf is a mod on Nexus. It's a mod called the Epic Elves, and it added a race to Skyrim, and that's the race I use. Okay. And so look it up on Nexus, you guys. Epic Elf race, and I just like the way they looked. But it has worked out perfectly because Mala has turned out to be an extremely conceited little elf. She's tiny too. She also goes around with Vilya. In the chat room, how many of you guys have heard of Vilya, the Vilya mod? Because it's the highest rated mod on Nexus. So I'm sure some of you guys have heard about it. Hey, I see somebody. Anyway, yeah. So she has adding in. I don't think that Let's Play would have been nearly as interesting without someone for Mala to work off of besides me. Skyrim can be a very lonely game, and it's hard to Let's Play it because it's a lot of you just walking around, you know, engaging with things and exploring things, but it's just one character. So adding the Vilya character in allowed Mala to very comedic and entertaining and whatnot. So I think I may have gotten off your original question, but yeah, that's entertaining is by giving Mala plenty to work off of in the world.
Do you, you know, with these different characters, I just envision like this multiple personality argument going on or something like that.
Argued. We have argued and fought, you know, on camera. So yeah, well, she'll her way, and I will let her do it her way unless I think there's something that she's going to do that's going to kill herself. The way that I handle death is that when Mala dies, which she's died 3 times, I think, twice or 3 times, with at Orphan Rock, fighting a hag raven, which was a great series of episodes. About 3 episodes it took for her to take that hag raven down, during which we had to climb up a rock, and we got stuck in a tree. Actually got stuck in a tree. It takes talent to be that stupid in Skyrim. You have to try. And somehow I'm such a bad, and I'm not a good Skyrim player. I'm just now learning how to be able to react quickly. So Mala being a new character in Skyrim and me being not that great at the game has worked out. But yeah, we do get into arguments and discussions about things, and that adds to the interest as well too.
Yeah. You know, it just it's almost like I wish I had the guts to do something like that. I think you have to be pretty self-confident to role play. Or maybe you have such low confidence that it's your only escape.
You asked me a little bit in the beginning, and I forgot to mention my background to how I got into this, because I didn't just jump from being a theater person to doing this. My background is in live streaming. I've been doing what you are doing, though I do a video show. The game that I have been playing the most is The Sims 2, which is the other game that I have on my Let's Play channel. I'm doing 2 long plays, meaning I'll be playing Skyrim and The Sims 2 for the next year or more, depending, just until Mala's story runs out and until The Sims 2 story does its whole turn. And then I'll also add an adventure game on to that as well too, to mix it up. And I'll be starting an adventure game playthrough of a game called The Last Express, which is a game set in 1919 on the Orient Express. And I love trains, so I'm looking forward to doing that game on the channel. But and I forgot the here, this is what you guys see. This is what you have to look forward to when you turn 40. Like, no whatsoever. But yeah, I was talking about live simming, and I got into the YouTube channel because I had started doing live simming on in the Sims 2 community. Basically, a live stream where you play your Sims 2, and a bunch of other simmers come and they join you and they have a great time. And there might even be, if there are some of the sims from the live stream channel or some of the simmers that have supported me, say so in the chat room. Anyway, I got into it. So you asked me if it takes confidence. To be honest, I feel that it takes, for me, when I first started live streaming, I was hooked. Right away, I said to my husband, I have got to find a way to do this for a living, to find a way to be able to play games, talk to people, interact with the people right there, and tell a story at the same time. Sign me up where that starts. So I have been self-employed for 10 years, and I've been looking for something new to do. And when I came into a place in my life where I needed to make a change, I decided, when I thought about it, and I said, well, what's the one thing that I have done this year, last year, 2012, that was the most enjoyable thing I've done? Well, besides getting married to my husband, which was really enjoyable, but I can't make a living from doing that, I realized that live simming. And so I said, well, there's Let's Plays. And I had watched some Let's Plays, so I was familiar with it. And so I thought about how I was going to execute it, and I put it in place. So it doesn't take it takes guts. And I think there's a difference between guts and self-confidence. Guts is basically saying, I'm going to do this, and I don't know if I can curse on your show, but I'm going to do this, and fuck it. Just fuck it. If people like it, great. If my husband is my only fan, great. But I have developed more self-confidence from doing it because I had no idea how Mala's story was going to take off. I did not know how that was going to work at all. And though I do miss her, I'm really glad that I didn't do Letitia. Letitia would have been a trip, but I'm thinking no.
Save her for a different game?
I'll put her out when I do like a Mass Effect pay through, and I'll do like Letitia Shepard. Letitia LaShaniqua Marie Shepard. What do you guys like that? I'm used to, I actually should do this so I can see the chat room a little bit better now, because my husband's on the side. It's because but yeah, LaShaniqua Marie Shepard.
So now let me ask a crazy question here. But how How would you feel about taking some calls?
Calls, and I hope that one of them will be from Gameplay Jenny, who is in the chat room. Hi,
Okay.
Jenny.
Your mic is there. You go. Your mic is cutting out. When you get really loud, your mic cuts out.
My voice level, it's this. This is old. It's like that, and I have duct taped it. This is, you guys. This is called poverty.
I think we need to start a petition to get you a new microphone and a new pocket for it.
Down raw to keep it from shaking around.
Oh goodness. So I almost hesitate taking some calls, but at the same time, it could be fun.
You hesitate because what are you worried about, Marcus?
Well, because of the people we keep banning in the chat.
You know what I said to you last night? What were my words, Marcus?
Oh, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to take some calls.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Come on.
Okay, so Jessa, what I want to do is I'm going to wrap up this segment right here, and then we'll go to a different segment for taking the calls. So I'm really happy that you've joined us here with this, and so we will have a few more segments. For those of you watching on YouTube, the best of, we'll break this out into a few segments, and go visit the Jessa channel, which is a link in the description, and you can go check her out. You can subscribe there. And so if you like role-playing stuff, and I think she's very talented, very, very talented. Well, now that you've made it this far, can I interest you in a few more videos? You know, in the upper left, I get questions from people who are really exploring about who they are, what they should do, and, you know, the other people around them. And in that video, I really try and explain how you can just be yourself. Don't worry about the BS that other people give you. Just be you and continue forward. In the upper right, you see all that lightning going off? Woo! You know, I am a big fan of hazardous weather. And I filmed this while in Mississippi and set the lightning show to music, hard rock music. So check it out if you want some just creative stuff that I've done. At the bottom left is the mailbag. It's a brand new series that I've just started, and it's where I am reading the mail one by one that comes into my YouTube account. I'm not skipping anything, and I'm not leaving anything out, and just saying it as it is and what comes to my mind. And when we hit one that's really good, the video continues through that one, and we talk about that subject, and then that segment is over. So I've come across quite a few good things from that, and it's been very well received. You should check it out if you want to see what other viewers are saying. And in fact, if you want to send me anything, you can. It will get read. So, and then in the lower right, you know, sometimes we have to deal with really shitty people. And, you know, I explain some of my experiences. You know, I was a bus driver. I got assaulted several times on the bus. I owned a computer store and had abusive customers. And in fact, just the other day, I fired a customer because he was an asshole. So, you know, don't put up with that stuff. Just, you know, make sure that people are respectful of you and have compassion for those other people. So, anyway, enjoy the music on the way out. Make your selection. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.